Welcome back to the channel, where real moments meet real accountability, and every encounter reveals how authority should truly work. Today's footage comes from Reggie Photo, link below, so show them some support. Stick around till the end, and make sure to subscribe for more raw interactions and sharp legal breakdowns.
All right, so what I am asking you to do is to stop shouting and screaming, and I can get to the bottom of what's going on. Unfortunately, when you shout and scream at me, pal, I'm going to shout and scream back here. I'm not just going to sit here and take it. All right? You scream over me. No, you were screaming when you first. More than welcome.
No, you see, you don't know what happened. You ain't.
Well, that's everybody else. Can I be to be screaming? With pleasure.
You've come here.
Because the shouting and screaming.
Let me talk now. Don't interrupt me. I'll let you finish. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Go on.
Right, are you going to let me finish?
Yeah, go on. As long as you don't start over-talking everybody, yeah.
The scene opens with clear frustration from the business side, hinting at long-standing issues with loading zones and council restrictions. The officer's presence immediately shifts the tone, creating a subtle power imbalance. Even at this early stage, you can sense the tension building as practical concerns clash with enforcement priorities. This forms a foundation for the entire conflict that follows.
You're the one with that way.
No, you started.
See that what you do? You come over here, came straight to us.
Correct.
Not said down. Situation. You come here. Oi, is that how you address it? No more.
Because you're pushing the trouble, so go on.
So you're pushing the settlement.
I'm stopping.
You're doing your job.
I'm stopping.
Like,
I'm
oi,
stopping.
is that the way to approach it?
Yeah, trying to get your attention, yeah.
Oi.
So,
Is that
carry
the
on
way
a minute.
you get
So
someone's
push
attention?
it. You push it
Okay,
to everybody else.
you
Go
come
on,
here.
carry on.
You guys go inside, let him do his job.
Yeah.
So you know the situation we're in.
No.
We've got a commercial vehicle. This is a loading bay.
Okay.
We've got our work to do.
Okay.
You have come here. You've come to us telling us let him do his job, and you don't know the situation. Right.
Here, the business owner expresses how limited parking options cripple daily operations. The officer listens, but the imbalance remains. The authority figure controls the pace of the conversation. This moment reflects a classic struggle between public rights and logistical enforcement. You can feel a simmering frustration that's about to surface.
You're the one with that way.
No, you started.
See that what you do? You come over here, came straight to us.
Correct.
Not said down. Situation. You come here. Oi, is that how you address it? No more.
Because you're pushing the trouble, so go on.
So you're pushing the settlement.
I'm stopping.
You're doing your
I'm
job.
stopping.
Like,
I'm
oi,
stopping.
is that the way to approach it?
Yeah, trying to get your attention, yeah.
Oi.
So,
Is that
carry
the
on
way
a minute.
you want me to get
So
someone's
push it.
attention?
You push it
Okay,
to everybody else.
you
Go
come
on,
here.
carry on.
You guys go inside, let him do his job.
Yeah.
So you know the situation we're in.
No.
We've got a commercial vehicle. This is a loading bay.
Okay.
We've got our work to do.
Okay.
You have come here. You've come to us telling us let him do his job, and you don't know the situation. Right.
The discussion shifts toward the penalties the owner faces, including implications for simply trying to operate. The officer tries maintaining neutrality, but the lack of practical solutions only magnifies the tension. This segment reveals a deeper systemic failure. Rules without realistic accommodations. It's a kind of conflict that pushes people to breaking points.
I don't want to feel anything. We get harassed all the time, mate. Listen, we're the financial crisis at the moment, mate.
Not treating
We're
that.
trying to run a
You should
business
help
here.
us, not like, you know.
You don't even know the situation. You don't even want to.
No, whatever.
We've seen two vehicles there.
That's fine. That's all I'm doing is listening to you shouting. No. I'm going to say to you.
No, Mushi, why are you interrupting me?
Because he's trying to talk.
No, he's not. He's just trying to back me up. But I'm not going to let you have the last name, mate, because you don't know the situation.
Carry on,
Come
mate.
here, you're telling me go inside
Carry
do
on.
your job. No problem. I need you to go there and do your job, sir.
Thank you.
Right, let's start loading.
How you doing, bro?
What do you...
So, are you getting a ticket for being a business owner? Yeah, is that what it is?
Yes.
As the topic turns to disabled bays and block spaces, the officer stresses compliance, while the owner emphasizes survival. Both sides talk past each other, signaling a widening disconnect. This moment raises concerns about how rigid enforcement interacts with everyday economic realities. It's a delicate balance that feels increasingly unstable.
They're not good for business in Preston, are they?
Absolutely not. We've got a commercial vehicle. We're trying to unload. We've got a lot of stuff to unload.
You can't park in a disabled bay to unload.
you're not listening to me. We weren't unloading there. There was no space around here. There was no space around here. Are you gonna let me talk? There was no space around here. This is the only section we've got for commercial vehicles. But if you guys are here doing your job, then we won't have to park there.
Council are charging them a fortune for rents, you know.
You ain't financial.
You get what I'm saying?
We're trying to do something here. Absolutely. But if you're here doing your job, moving the people from
At least help us.
Yeah, move the people out of the disabled bays.
What happens is you've got to be constantly loading. So as soon as you pull up, it's got to start loading.
No.
Yeah, but what about moving the vehicles out of the disabled bays first, and then they can get in?
That's what it is. I moved down the line and I moved all the vehicles.
This segment begins showing signs of escalation. The officer takes photos immediately, creating a perceived threat of enforcement rather than cooperation. For the business owner, the sudden shift feels punitive. Legally, this touches on issues of necessity and proportionality, key principles often forgotten in these street-level disputes.
Start taking a picture straight away. It's not the first time you've done this to me.
So the loading bays are never free for the guys, or that's their issue that they've got. Pardon?
The loading bay was free. When I came around that corner, this loading bay was free.
Get up, what?
Are you doing? What did you say?
No, after that, what did you finish up with?
It's really hard when you're coming and watching another truck and everything.
Danny, let's unload our vehicle. They're not paying you, I'm paying you. So come on, let's go.
So, Mr. Baker, did you prevent a breach of the peace?
I believe I did.
Oh, well, that's...
A sense of misunderstanding spreads as both sides struggle to frame their position. The officer references public safety and crowd movement, invoking the idea of preventing a breach of the peace. This is often used as a discretionary power, and its vague nature can feel intimidating. The tension is now layered with authority-based justification.
Anyway,
Not too bad yourself.
So,
No, it is hard for him though. He's got business to run.
I completely understand.
You know.
I completely understand what you're saying. The problem we have, as you well know,
Breach of peace.
It's breach of the peace.
Yeah.
And the problem is, it's a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's a town centre. There's people with kids.
Yeah, fully get it.
And pushing and
And that's the law anyway.
and fingers in people's
Yeah.
faces doesn't really
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
And the problem is, as you probably caught there,
Yeah.
again, saying I'm only stopping him for one particular reason
Yeah.
is wrong. I'm trying to do my job.
No, I fully get that. And people would, that's what people expect you to
Yeah.
do, prevent a breach of peace.
And that's what we-
But what people have a problem with the council is,
again-
it's not, which is not your issue, it's just to taking more pavements up and more loading bays and all the rest of it.
Yeah. And like I say, I think, and again, that's the bigger issue I think the council need to look at.
Yeah.
The problem is with this chap here.
The officer explains the concerns about physical altercations and crowded spaces, leaning on safety as a rationale. While valid, it risks overshadowing the business owner's frustrations about increasing rents and shrinking loading zones. This moment highlights how enforcement often becomes a catch-all response to structural policy issues beyond officers' control.
Can't have people pointing and push and
Yeah,
look like they're going
yeah.
towards him.
Yeah.
Because what I don't want to do is accidentally that chap ends up pushing somebody and he falls over.
Falls over.
And we've suddenly got an assault.
An assault,
when
yeah.
we just all we're trying to do is just calm the situation down and stop anybody getting into
Yeah.
trouble. And that's what we're trying
And that's
to do.
all you're here to do, aren't you? To prevent the breach of peace, not to get involved with the politics of the park and all the rest of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
But
all right.
it's like I say, the rates have gone up for them all.
Yeah.
And they're just taking up all these bloody wide spaces. It's crazy.
Absolutely get it, and I understand.
And you have the same issue when you're parking.
Sorry to interrupt. If he was doing his job right now, I had to tell him go and book that vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Safety. That's
Yeah.
not safety for the pedestrian.
Pedestrians, that, yeah. You got a fair point. So that's blocking them.
Listen, I'm only going to tell you from my point of view. This is what I'm trying to explain. The problem I've got is on Saturday afternoon, there's people with kids walking around and stuff like that. I can't have people shouting and screaming. But just hear me out for a second.
I agree with you.
And all I want to do is stop that. I'm not saying what he's doing is right.
You know me,
Here, body language and tone become central. The officer frames the owner's reactions as escalating, asserting that he had to intervene forcefully to prevent disorder. This mirrors common public authority conflicts where passion is interpreted as aggression. The legal ambiguity around reasonable perception comes into play.
I wouldn't even have an issue with that, but it's the way you approach.
Right, and I
when you
get
start
that.
saying, oi, that's not the way to.
But
You don't know the situation. You could have gone to him. He was screaming. Did you see him screaming?
I didn't say to all of you.
You've got it on body
Yeah,
cam.
it wasn't just you. it was
No,
all
you
of
haven't. I need that footage, buddy. Honestly, I'm
Hear
telling
me
you.
out for a second, right? The problem I was trying to explain is it's Saturday afternoon, there's members of people walking past with kids and everything like that. I'm not saying what he's done's right. I'm not disputing that, right? But all I'm trying to do is prevent something called a breach of the peace.
I know what breach is, yeah, I agree.
I do.
And that's all I'm trying to do.
100%.
Listen,
My argument is not that.
listen,
I agree with what you're doing is
if
correct.
If he's wrong in what he's doing, we unfortunately can't stop him giving you a ticket.
I know you can't, but I can.
Right.
And I have done.
Right.
That's what my argument is.
And I get that.
Because
So
he
you
knew,
thought- yeah.
he knew he was in the wrong. That's why he
However,
backed off. He goes, I'm sorry.
What I'm
Right.
going to say to you is, yeah, just the way you go about it.
I'm not even going to dispute that I wasn't screaming. I was.
Yeah.
Because he was ready to lamp him.
Because you're destroying it.
The conversation turns into a back and forth over intent, shouting, and misunderstandings. The officer insists he acted to maintain control, while the owner insists he was simply trying to communicate. This tug-of-war demonstrates how quickly minor disagreements can be reframed as breaches of peace. It's a stark reminder of how narrative control favors authority.
About getting a ticket.
Back off,
Hear
you
Yeah.
get arrested.
me out for a second, I'm straight stand back. As I come down here, you're grabbing all of it.
No, I didn't grab all of it.
You grabbed all of it
No,
to stop
I didn't
you
grab it. I pushed him.
Yeah,
back.
push me back. Well, same thing. Grab, push.
No,
What happens?
Come on,
Right,
two different
okay,
things. Is that me pushing a door or grabbing a door?
Right,
Come
well,
on.
just hear me out for a second. Going like that towards
Yeah.
his chest.
Yeah, I
When
give you- I
when
give
you're
you.
stopping or you're grabbing him, with the angle I'm coming at, it looks like you're grabbing at his chest. I'm shouting oi because it was just to get your attention.
That was more of a breach of the peace. For shouting for public people going past. You allowed.
Guess what? I'm trying to get your attention. Because
I was trying to get his
May-
attention. He was ready to lamp him one.
Again, really good if I can carry on. All right.
Yeah, no, but you love to put your point in, and then I want to put my point in.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
what happens is nobody can get their point in because you just come over the top all the time. Just hear me.
No.
Verbally, you do.
No,
right?
come on, officer.
Here, come on. We can have a big cuddle about it, but bear with me a second. All right. I can only see what I've got is you grabbing towards him, pushing him, whatever you want to say.
Tension peaks as both sides acknowledge miscommunication, but still defend their perspectives. The officer notes the risk of accidental injury, a justification commonly used to escalate intervention. The owner pushes back, insisting the situation never warranted that level of response. This sequence is the emotional core of the encounter.
My point of view, I don't know who's who. So I've got to just try and separate everybody initially, and then I'll work about it in a minute. We got off on the wrong foot, I'm not disputing that, okay, but what my intention is to make sure that nobody gets injured, because what has happened previously, somebody goes over to grab, and I don't know who's who, they fall over, they crack their head on the concrete, and we end up with a serious head injury that has proved fatal, accidentally. So shouting noise, that offended you, I'm not big enough to apologise. What I am saying though is, when I'm trying to talk to you, right, speaking louder is just going to make me speak louder, and then you speak louder.
But see, I can't say it. But then I'm going to forget what I need to say.
We need 2-minute intervals.
God.
We need it to be a debate, this.
Yeah, I don't think you can forget what was there.
No, trust me.
Right, no, trust me, you couldn't. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm only trying to do my job to make sure that nobody gets hurt.
Absolutely.
Right? And I apologise if you took any offence from it initially, because I just need to get control of the
Just
situation.
a learning curve for you now.
Go on then.
My advice.
And I'll give you one.
I was riled up already.
Yes, you were.
The energy cools as the officer shifts toward de-escalation, speaking more calmly and offering partial apologies. Yet, the underlying frustration with council policies resurfaces. It becomes clear the officer is caught between enforcing rules and acknowledging their impracticalities. This section shows the human side of enforcement, conflicted and imperfect.
So was he. I was trying to push him up, and then when somebody, a third party, comes in like an officer, oi, it's going to make my blood go even higher. How are you approaching us?
But I don't know who he is to you. He may well be.
Irrespective what he is to me, what I'm saying, you heard the shouting, didn't you? So your approach could have been better, guys. Calm down. Situation. You're professional at the end of it.
It could have been, mate. Unfortunately, you're on a wet bit of tarmac. All right. So I need to get all of your attention. If it had been nice and sunny and dry,
but you didn't come oi coming from there. You came here and you went oi.
Closer. Yeah,
Very close.
Closer.
Nobody could have slipped then.
Well, they come, mate. To be honest with you.
We're stationary.
To be honest with you.
There. I know that.
Right,
I'm
but
talking
I
there.
know-
We were there.
But bear with me. I can't see fully what's behind me at the time as I'm approaching you because my view's blocked with you. Because you're up here, as you've already said.
Anyway, Bygone to bygone. Top man. No, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Wow, look at that. That's all ends well. Brilliant.
I don't mind being a bigger and better man. I'm just
Listen,
saying to you
and
that
vice
this is
versa,
debate.
which is why I've said to you,
Mr. Baker, yeah.
happy to apologise.
You've got the dogs, haven't you, Mr. Baker?
So I'm not big enough to apologise, but what I'm saying is I'd rather shout apologise later than somebody gets hurt and I don't want to fun. I've come across too many people who have been accidentally injured and stuff like this. And the problem comes is, you send here, it's like 6, 10, 12 months down the line when somebody's in court for it. And it's good for them hot any moments.
The final stretch feels more reflective as both sides step back from confrontation. They discuss broader citywide issues, expanding pavements and shrinking roads, systemic problems affecting businesses everywhere. Officer and owner part on cooperative
We need
terms.
it to be a...
But the lingering question remains, was any of this avoidable?
No, that's fine. And I get your peeve. I think, it's very kindly said, it's an issue with the council. I think those businesses you maybe need to speak to the council. I get that. So like I say, mate, for me, again, it's fine. That's what I was trying to do, what I was doing. All right, and I get you're a business and you don't want to fight. I understand that. All right. So thank you.
But it's in every city, all the way around the country. It's the same. They're taking up all the roads, the pavements and everything else. But they want you to run a business. How? But it's not the police's fault. It's the council.
But it's one of them, is it, mate?
You know.
Cool. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Again. Well, I'm happy to apologise, you know that.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We all get things wrong.
Well, the thing is, what we don't want to do is somebody falling over. I'd rather shout at somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody falls over just accidentally.
Yeah, because you're getting their attention, aren't you?
Well, and yeah, the other thing to it as well is, if he falls over accidentally, pushes his mate and he bangs his head, his mate could end up seriously injured on concrete. And
Very true, Mr. Baker.
And what we don't want is that, and that's
What-
the thing.
What was you? I didn't get the start. Was you in no way at all biased to the councilman?
Not at
no,
all.
just saying
what I wanted to was I just wanted to separate them, which was what the OU was for.
Right.
And he actually got the council officer's attention as
well. Yeah.
He stopped everybody shouting for a minute.
Yeah.
And then that was the issue. And sometimes, unfortunately, we don't always use terminology that people appreciate.
No.
But it's just trying to get all the people sort of.
Stop them in the tracks, innit, before.
And, you know, for the sake of 2 minutes of stopping it, just make sure nobody gets injured. That's all I'm talking about. Nobody yet.
Well, we've known each other a long time, haven't we?
An awful long time.
Yeah, and you know, so I can vouch for that. You've never been like untoward to.
Always try to be fair.
You've tried to be fair, yeah.
Anyway, nice to see you.
You take care, Mr. Baker. Yeah.
Take care,
Take care, buddy.
Take care.
So yeah, on this rainy day now, in Preston, we're going to get back to the vehicle.